won't go out at night because then it's dangerous. You might get hit or something.
They think all Africans are the same. Whenever something happens to an African person, they think all Africans are responsible.
This week, we head to Bangalore in southern India with our observer, Tanguy. He is from Côte d'Ivoire, one of around 24,000 young Africans who have chosen to study at universities in India. Now, while most of them appreciate the opportunity to get a higher education, many say they face daily discrimination, including, in some cases, attacks by mobs in the streets. Others report out-and-out scams by the universities they are paying to attend.
Hello, Tanguy. So why did you decide to come study here in Bangalore?
We decided to come to Bangalore because it's the capital of IT, of new technologies. And also, the cost of the universities isn't expensive compared to universities in the United States or Europe. Here, there are students from Ivory Coast, Congo, Mali, Chad, Sudan, South Africa, Kenya, Ethiopia, and more.
So what's it been like for you?
Well, we've had problems with attacks on the street. We get beaten up. It happened to me. I was in a rickshaw with some friends and we got into an argument with the driver who overcharged us. People gathered around and attacked us, and I ended up in the hospital.
Many African students shared similar stories of attacks. They often start with small arguments. Then passers-by join in, quickly turning into a violent mob. Sometimes these incidents are caught on camera, like this one in New Delhi in 2014. 3 African students were attacked by a crowd in a metro station for supposedly harassing an Indian woman. Then there's this scene filmed in Bangalore in February. The car that's on fire belonged to Tanzanian students who were brutally attacked by a mob.
The Sudanese were driving along this area, coming to this direction. On the way, he knocked an Indian lady. The Indian crowd came crossing the area and started attacking him, and he had to drive back and go into another direction. A few minutes later, some Tanzanian people were coming with the car in the same direction here. So when they got out of the car, the Indians started attacking them as well. They started beating them, and one of them, there's one of our sisters also, her clothes were taken off, she was naked, running towards the street for her security. Few of the Indians were there. One of them helped her and gave her clothes to cover herself.
Why do you think they attacked the students, even though they had nothing to do with the accident?
They think all Africans are the same. Whenever something happens to an African person, they think all Africans are responsible. The students who were attacked, they had to change their houses because of their security, fearing that something will happen to them. Afterwards, they came to public to say what an Indian did to them.
The victims were students at Sharia University, located a few blocks away. 15% of the students there are foreigners, the majority from Africa. The attack on their classmates deeply affected these students.
We were locked in the houses for like a week or so. Yeah, like a week. We were all indoors. We couldn't go out. We couldn't do anything. But the Indians were helpful. Like our friends from class will call us and they'll ask, hey, are you guys okay? Do you need anything? This and that. They'll be like, yeah, if we need something, we'll call them and they'll go to shops for us.
If it has happened to them, it can happen to me as well. Even after those incidents, being a spokesman of Africans here, I was targeted by people. I was targeted by localites, right? And I felt scared. I felt that, yes, maybe today I can be killed. Maybe tomorrow my life is in danger.
Is there any safety measures you've taken since then?
We'd walk in groups. We won't go out at night because then it's dangerous. You might get hit or something. So we just keep indoors, stay safe. In case of anything, they gave us a number that we would call.
We meet up with our observer, Tanguy. He's been voted president of Bangalore's Ivorian Students Association, and he's being sworn in today.
I'll be there for you, at any time of day or night. I've seen the problems we face here. I've faced them myself. I've spoken out about them. I feel ready to fight these problems and to help all the Ivorians who live here.
After the ceremony, Tanguy invites us to a little celebration at his house. A few of his Indian friends are here. Amala is dating Tanguy's cousin, who has returned to Ivory Coast.
I didn't know where Ivory Coast was till I met them. I actually went on Wikipedia the next day to see where it was.
So you learned a lot from your friendship.
So there's one secret about Indians that not many people admit to. We are not discriminative of foreigners. We discriminate of ourselves. We differentiate between the different castes and the different regions. We're regionalists. We're just more comfortable in our own zones. Which is a wrong thing because they limit themselves to so much communication and so much exchange of ideas, which is actually a sad thing. But it's true. We all do it.
This sort of mistrust is something that the students are confronted with as soon as they arrive in India, notably when they look for apartments to rent.
Yeah, today it's a day where I'm going to search for a new house. Whilst searching for houses, there are some kind of discrimination. Why? Because they cannot say no, but they will give you at least a number of conditions, which it's impossible for you to fill.
Steve and his friends discreetly film their search.
Hello, Mom. House is gone. Okay.
You want to search? Search. Yeah. We are searching.
So this is already done?
Done.
Okay, thank you.
Many landlords tell them they don't fit the bill.
You are from America, South Africa?
No, Congo Kinshasa.
No. Not this, that house?
Yes.
No bachelors, please.
No.
No bachelors.
Only family.
Only family.
So, family means married.
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 So what is the difference between someone who is married and someone who
if
is not
bachelors
married?
comes in, they will make big galata. They will drink and they will bring girls and that's why we are not.
At the end of the day, Steve and his friends still haven't found an apartment. Discrimination is not the only challenge that African students face in India. Some also get swindled by their universities. That's what happened to these students. Today, they're petitioning the Human Rights Commission for help.
We were brought here by an agency called Travel Speed. Our documents said Loyola School of Business, but when we arrived, we learned it was actually called Bangalore International College. It was tiny. There were only 3 classrooms, and there was a room that was supposed to be both a laboratory and a computer room. But the computers didn't work. One time they asked us to go into the computer room and told us, pretend you're using the computers. Then they took pictures and put them on their website.
Some didn't have any classes at all.
I came for a master's. It turns out they didn't have a master's course. They lied to me. It's really bad luck. Well, it's worse than bad luck. When you leave your country to come all the way here, you pay thousands of dollars and they tell you they have a master's course and they don't. It's really awful.
The brand new Bangalore International College, which charges $2,700 per year, had told students they were affiliated to the prestigious Bangalore University. But once they arrived, they realized this wasn't true. This means their diploma would have little worth.
I want them to give me back my documents. They'd asked us for original copies of all our school records. We need them back so that we can switch to other universities, but they refused to return them. Also, we spent a lot of money to come here. If possible, we'd like them to return our money. That way, we might be able to sign up for other colleges, ones that are actually certified.
The chairman of Bangalore International College did not grant us an interview. According to the region's Human Rights Commissioner, several other universities have swindled African students these past years.
They just wanted to make a quick buck on whoever was willing to pay. So it must be a modus operandi that, they go to these African countries and then bring the students here. And some of them apparently don't even speak English, in the sense they speak French. So I don't know how they will study here.
The region's home minister did not reply to our interview requests either. However, the police commissioner agreed to meet with us. While he had not heard of any cases of swindling, he did closely follow the case of the attack on Tanzanian students.
Do you feel in this case there was prejudice because these students were African?
Absolutely not. It's a simple case of road rage. As I said, there are people who take advantage of the situation, unruly mob. It happens. Now things are all right.
But these students had nothing to do with the accident.
Yeah, perfect. This is a mistaken identity, we can say that. And a case of road rage, that's all.
They were only attacked because they were
No,
African?
not at all.
Because if they were Indian, they
not
would
at
have
all,
been
not
attacked.
at all.
Some of the African students we talked to said there were a lot of incidents where they were attacked on the streets for no reason or for small arguments.
I say there's nothing like that.
This doesn't exist?
Nothing like that. It is whatever happens, sometime it is maybe their behavior. It is not that they're foreigners or they're African students, so they're attacked. No. There has to be some reason. Some irritant has to be there. That's how.
You don't think there can be some Indians who are just not liking Africans?
Like in any other country, it's like that. There are human behavior. Sometimes we cannot control that.
But don't you think human behavior?
Very isolated. No.
There's racism in every country.
No, not at all. Not at all.
There's no racism.
Not at all. Absolutely nothing like that.
At the end of the interview, the commissioner gave us this document. It's a circular proposing ways to prevent tensions between African students and the locals. Its main proposition is for the police to register the details of all foreign students, a measure that seems more likely to reassure Indians than the students. But Tongi and his friends intend to continue to fight for their voices to be heard, and most of all, to improve conditions for the thousands of young Africans who will come to study in India in the years to come.